you see that? He just jumped over it.
He literally just jumped over it. I'm so
incredible.
mad. How's it going, everybody? Chaotic Meatball here with Beastcoast Pokemon, and welcome back to Pokemon Legends Arceus. Today we've got a new guest, as we are going to be having a guest for every single episode. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hey everyone. My name is Joseph. My YouTube channel is MBT Yu-Gi-Oh! And as the name implies, I am known for one thing and one thing only. It is competitive Fortnite content. I am always cranking 99s. Is that something kids say? I don't actually know.
Cranking 99s like Tetris 99? Maybe? I don't know.
I'm legitimately just repeating words I've seen online. It's a real monkey see, monkey do thing. But thanks for having me on here. I love talking over Pokemon. A huge fan of the franchise, have been for pretty much my entire life. And I guess we're doing Legends Arceus.
Yeah, I've been basically in the same position. My first game was like Fire Red. I was like 4 years old. Literally had just gotten like a Game Boy Advance. So
do not say that to me. Fire Red at 4 years old. Are you like 21?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh no, my first game was Blue. Oh no.
I mean, it could have been if my parents realized, oh, that one's cheaper.
I'm aging. Yeah, no. It's strange that I ended up doing Yu-Gi-Oh stuff on YouTube because I have played pretty much every Pokemon game that was ever released throughout my childhood, with the exception of the Gen 4 stuff. I played Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but never Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum.
Really?
Just because it was just a bad time in my life. It was like early high school, and I was very busy, and also, you know, not trying to out myself as someone who likes Pokemon. In early high school, everyone's like, oh, I have to look cool for other people. And, you know, then they realize that other people just want to talk about Pokemon too, so.
Yeah, it's basically like that. Everybody feels like, oh, I have to be cool or everybody's going to make fun of me. No, just enjoy yourself. Enjoy what you do, and
honestly,
that's
if I could give
all you have to do.
One piece of advice to like people who are currently in high school and maybe you're having a rough time, being honest about the things you like and being passionate about them is going to net you a lot more people interested in you than trying to pretend like Pokemon isn't an exciting franchise.
Yeah, you said it pretty much on the nose. But speaking of this glorious franchise we have in front of us, what have been your initial thoughts about this game? I know you've played it, I think, twice on stream so far. So you've gotten past all this beginning stuff that we're at.
I was planning on doing it on stream only, and then I thought, that's insane. There's absolutely no way. Also, this guy in particular, oh my god, he can go take a hike. Oh, I have like 40 Beezles, and I can't get one over 2-8.
Are you serious? It only took me like 9 on my flying type only Nuzlocke.
Oh, well, you don't have to flex about it.
I'm sorry.
I'm doing it on stream, and people are like, don't feel bad about this quest. I literally did not get it until post-game. But
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know he's picky about his Beezles. He's a man who knows what he wants. I can appreciate that.
I mean, 2'8", I don't know what exactly is at that height. Maybe it's so that Weasel can drink some flat tummy tea. That's all I can
Oh my
think
god.
of. I'm so sorry. Inside references, ladies and gentlemen. If you do not watch Simo, Mr. Alex Simo's Yu-Gi-Oh content, you wouldn't get it, but it's okay.
That is legitimately my Joker moment.
I heard that one and I was just like, I'm so sorry. Like, I do not understand how you have so many horny fans. It kind of makes me, like, sad in a way.
The good news is I don't think it can get worse from this position, right? Like,
yeah.
I would be shocked if someone thinks of something that is more frustrating than that. Speaking of frustrating, this area. So my experience with Arceus, is I've played like 7 or 8 hours off stream now, and I'm like kind of well into the, I guess, story as it exists, and kind of my experience has been, I really love it. I think that it's super refreshing in terms of like all of the updated mechanics. I'm glad that they're finally willing to like, I don't know how this is going to be integrated into mainline Pokemon games, but I'm glad that they're willing to like lose things like huge bloated messes that had kind of been weighing down the complexity of Pokemon without adding anything particularly interesting. The one thing that I really dislike is the story is kind of just like there, you know?
Yeah,
I don't find it particularly compelling or interesting, and I'm like, okay, let me just go throw the ball at the Bidoof now, please.
Yeah, it's basically like that, because it's a wild goose chase, essentially, once they send you on the Noble Pokemon quest.
Right.
You just do 5 of them, and then you're off to the races from there.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely like the... so, like, the only Zelda game I've ever finished is Breath of the Wild. So this game was basically like, oh, I get to play Breath of the Wild in my favorite franchise. I am very excited.
It's like when people used to make, like, what if Mario was in Minecraft? But it's like, what if Pokemon was in Breath of the Wild?
It's literally the Legend of Arceus, Breath of the Pokemon.
I also had played every Zelda mainline game for a long time, and the one that got me to quit was Skyward Sword. It was too much work. I couldn't get the motion controls to work correctly, and I thought I was being gaslit because all the, like, IGN was like, this is an 11 out of 10. This is the greatest Zelda experience of our lifetime.
If you could get over the motion controls, it absolutely was. If you couldn't, then I would suggest playing the version that came out on Switch. If you can't do that one, then you were just
and I might try
boned.
that. I'm like a weird Zelda fan too, though. Like, my favorite one was Twilight Princess. I know that everyone's like, that's the generic idiot one, and I'm like, yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's better than saying that your favorite's Ocarina of Time. Let's be fair.
I guess that is true. It is actually really funny being old enough to, like, watch people do a 180. When Wind Waker HD came out and everyone was like, that's the greatest game ever. I loved Wind Waker. It's like, you all remember at release, Wind Waker was like the death of the franchise.
Yeah, Wind Waker was booty on the GameCube, especially with the Triforce hunting. The fact that they cut so much of that out of the Wii U version was what made me love that game. I was like, oh, they fundamentally fixed the only problem I had with this game? Based.
You are... By the way, you are just nailing these Pokemon. You are just, wow. I'm taking these tips home. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Wow.
Yeah, you kind of just get into the flow of it after you've been doing it for 20 hours.
Yeah.
You just go for it, and you're like, ah, yes, sneak up on the idiot and realize the game mechanics aren't exactly perfect, but they do the job.
So you're really at the beginning here. All right. So that
one messed me up. Whoopsie.
See ya.
As soon as you say something, it's there we go. Now we're screwing it up.
That was the 2.8 Beezle, by the way. That's the 4-foot Beezle.
Oh, that's the 4-foot Weasel? I'm gonna go grab it then real quick. My bad.
100%. That's the one.
So
their height correlates with how angry they get.
I've got to ask, my main question that I wanted to ask about this game is that you had more of an experience with non...
Did you see that? He just jumped over it!
He literally just jumped over it. I'm
incredible!
so mad. Literally, he is the 4-foot Weasel.
That was insane! I've never seen acrobatics like that. Wow.
Literal flying type of Weasel.
All right, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was it took my breath away. Beezle
it was pretty
joined
based.
Cirque du Soleil. That was incredible.
So the question I had for you was that because you didn't experience Gen 4 at the beginning, what generation would you have rather seen at in this style at the beginning, or maybe as like a potential sequel?
Yeah, so the Gen 4 decision is kind of weird from my perspective because I know it's not a particularly new or interesting opinion to be like, Gen 4 Pokédex is kind of booty. It's like, oh my god, you're the first one to think of that. But it feels like the Gen 4 Pokédex has a lot of, like, legacy evos for, like, Gen 1 through 3 guys, right? So it is kind of weird to be like, okay, we have picked the Pokédex that's mostly like has a significant amount of nostalgia evos in it, and that's the one that we're doing open world for. I mean, I get it's meant to coincide with the release of Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, or whatever, and that's fine. I think that there's a lot of interesting stuff actually in the X and Y Pokedex that people just generally forgot about because the games were kind of mid. And I think I'd like to see that one maybe get this treatment next. People like actually enjoy the decks from that. Because every other one, like, it seems like, has a pretty steady stream of people who like it.
Yeah, if we had like a Legends like Zygarde or something like that, I could definitely see that being a make good for Pokemon Z, because we never did end up getting anything like that.
Right.
I was kind of sad that we never got that. My say for like another Legends game is Legends Kyurem, and that is because we heard all about this original dragon that was the combination of Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem, and all in one Pokemon. We never got to see that in the games themselves. However, because they talk about it, there's got to be something that they are probably going to do in a future Legends title that, as long as this one's successful enough, which I didn't know if you saw, but it sold 6.5 million copies in its first week.
Wow,
so,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, when the highest grossing franchise on the planet does something new and refreshing, it gets to be like, oh, we're actually gonna experiment and do something that'll entice the fan base to buy something completely new from us. And here we are, one version of a game, and they are getting as many sales as they would if they were selling two. So
I really do.
It's a good sign.
I really do like that idea. I'm a huge Black and White fanboy, obviously. I think everyone is, right? Like,
yeah,
it's just such an interesting, well-made game. And after everyone got over themselves with the like, oh, there's an ice cream code in the decks, everyone was
there's
like,
a garbage can in the garbage bag in the decks. Yeah.
Garbodor remains goated. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't think of. I know a lot of people's experience with Garbodor is like, oh, garbage from meme, but anyone who played the TCG in like 2016, it's like, oh no, Garbodor is its own entity.
Yeah, Garbodor is like the stupidest thing I've ever encountered in my entire life, and I never want to play against it ever again, which is why I don't play expanded format.
That they made like 2 different Garbodors that were both broken as hell.
I physically do not understand how they managed to make 2 of them. Like, you would have thought that they would have learned after the first one.
It was like, yeah. So this one is skill drain, and it's like, right. That's the broken Garbodor. Yeah. It's sort of.
Sort of. This is the one that's Imperial Order. Dude, gotta love how they make it both floodgates.
But no, I really loved Black and White. I think it's the game I spent the most time on, but that's just because I was trying to fill the decks. And I would love to see more Black and White stuff. And you can basically, if you make a character that's N, but like N's ancestor, you just get infinite fan art forever. Like, everyone on Twitter is going to be like, look at this small bean, and like be posting pictures of this like green-haired kid from the year 1055 and just losing it. It's a great idea from a marketing perspective. It would just make me a little upset because I feel like everyone does like Gen 5. So...
Yeah, it was so weird because they received so much hate for it when it came out. I remember when it came out,
the first
and
month
everybody was like terrible.
It was insane. And then people played it and they were like, no, this is actually really good.
Yeah, I actually got the game in Japanese because this was back when they weren't doing international releases. They would get it like 6 months before we did. And, you had to spend $70 to get the game and get it imported, and it was a nightmare. But as a 9-year-old kid playing a game in, like, a foreign language that I would later learn a little bit of, I never really got to learn that much Japanese, unfortunately, because I...
Well, you played the whole thing
I played through the entire game, both that and Black 2 in Japanese, yes. With no walkthrough.
So,
like, I literally, like, it got overnight shipped, basically. Well, not overnight, but it came, like, the game came out September 10th in Japan, September 10th, 2010, and I had it by like the 11th or 12th. So
Wow.
I think they just shipped it early because they had it, so which I appreciated. Oh, okay, controller, please don't drift. Don't you just love Joy-Con drift and it just takes over? Like, it's the best thing ever.
I thought it was a meme, and then the first Switch I got had it really bad, and I had to send them to Nintendo. I was like, please
God,
fix.
Please fix now. I can't stand it. I'm gonna hit that thing. Oh, never mind. It ended up behind it.
Wow, that was incredible. All right, this is the big Beazle for sure.
Please turn around and eat the orange berry, you son of a...
He's full. I don't know what you want. It literally expired. He was like, whatever.
You're going to eat that one. There you
right.
go. You little gremlin. You're mine now, buddy.
He likes the chase. My dog does this too. Sometimes if you put a treat right in front of her, she'll be like, why? But if you throw it, she'll be like, yeah, I'll risk my life to get this 10 calories worth of chicken-flavored paste.
10 calories of chicken-flavored paste, where they burned 15 running over to get it. Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but no, one of the things that I like about I guess you have probably been inundated by virtue of just like being on Pokemon Twitter with people just like singing this game's praises for a couple of weeks. So I don't know if I'm going to say anything new or interesting, but I do really like just how relaxing segments like this are.
Yeah, there's definitely, it's not even dull, it's just relaxing moments.
Yeah.
I don't think this game necessarily has any dull moments. Yeah, you can't go for that right now.
This is a 40, right?
Yeah.
I
no
believe.
I know better. I tried. If I don't have the little mushroom treats, I'm not catching that thing.
I spent like 30 minutes trying to do the stupid, idiotic Parasect that's randomly around here.
Oh, there's a Parasect here too?
Yeah, and it just doesn't work.
No, I don't think it would. Uh-oh, they're both going for it. You're mine. You're mine too.
Oh my god, look at that. That was one right after the other. Oh, never mind.
One stayed. I still have a Rost berry. Let's throw it over there.
It's been kind of interesting watching them integrate like all the berry types from the Niantic stuff. The like Pokemon Go berries.
I didn't realize that they had Pokemon Go berries. Like, I would have to look up specifically which ones were introduced in that game and which ones are just like... I know the specific ones like the Ross, Chesto, Oran, Citrus. Like,
yeah, that's
all that
classic.
stuff is from the games, but...
I think it's like Raz, Napapa.
Raz was in Gen 3. I remember that.
Really?
Yeah. It was like a
Gen
Poke
3
Block
game had the
ingredient.
battery broken, so I didn't get to play the little berry-based mini games.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. The berry
also
blender was like the best thing.
I think evolving Feebas was also mathematically impossible.
You had to specifically make the best Poke Blocks possible for the beauty stat. If you did not make the most optimal ones with the Kelpsy berries on Route 114, you were not winning. Oh, I'm out of Pokeballs. Oopsie.
You have the crafting kit by now, right?
I don't think so. No, I have to run up to the place to go and make more.
No fast travel, no crafting. You're actually living in the Stone Age.
Literally the Stone Age of Legends Arceus.
So when is the timeline with this? Because it's very interesting to me that it's like, yeah, we just invented Pokeballs, but then they have like computers. Sometimes I'll see someone messing with I'll see someone messing with a piece of technology and I'm like, you shouldn't have that.
Yeah, like, I do not understand. Like, I understand the smartphone because isekai,
it's
worst
God
anime
gave it
ever.
to you. Yeah.
Yeah, God gave it to you. But in another Pokemon world with my smartphone, you know, that's my favorite show. I can't
have to
believe
go to
they
the cash
literally
shop
ripped
and
off
get-
the worst isekai ever. Come on.
Oh man. I It is very strange that that's an entire genre of anime now. It's like, yeah. What if you were sent? Because that was when I was growing up. That was like a trope of time travel. Is like, what would you bring with you to like convince the people from that era that you are like a god or something? And people were like, yeah, like a transistor radio would really blow their minds. But then we got one device that does everything, and now everyone's like, yeah. What if you went back with your smartphone?
Yeah.
In another world with my smartphone, does it have like service?
It does, and he can connect to the original world too.
If you just like walk in and it's like, yes, finally, I've brought my cell phone with me. I'm gonna be a god among men, and it's like, yeah, Verizon hasn't been invented yet. You have like 2,000 years before we figure out telecommunications.
Yeah, I mean, hey, at least you got a battery to play your nice Breakout clone on for a little bit before it dies, and you have to figure out how to
3 hours of Flappy Bird Max. You know, that's got to rocket you to the top of the social order before then.
Right, and you've got to make sure that you save it. Like, you show them only like a minute, and then you're like, all right, do you understand that I'm the Lord thy God now, huh?
What's the one meme I always love is like, I would love to stun people with my intellect, and it's like him in like the year 1000, and then people are like, but how do we make this electricity? And the guy goes, I don't know. I'm like, well if I was asked, I would say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you came back with the knowledge, that would help. I threw that further than that, but okay. Sure.
Yeah. He's oh my god, he's going for it.
He really is. He's gonna get it.
This
too.
is.
Oh, he didn't get it. It disappeared right in front of him.
God, that's sad. That's depressing.
He just got cucked out of an oranberry and then thrown into a ball. We've caught just about enough to get to 1 star, which is about what you need to go past this first area, though I do like getting 2. The reason being is that getting into the Crimson Mirelands before having to do anything else is quite handy, but
I figured that out the hard way.
I just like going fast. Oh, did you?
I started playing this game like a normal Pokemon game, and I was like, I have my 3 Pokemon, now I will simply train them. And it was like, yeah, it's not what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Please catch a Wurmple.
Are you even going to eat that one, bud?
He's full.
Damn, he's just like, yeah, screw off, cheese fart. I'm gonna go over here.
How will you possibly get him without the berry, though? Like
that.
Easy. Simple, clean. I do see you have got the best starter. I appreciate that at least.
Yeah, I chose Rowlet for my flying-only Nuzlocke because it's a flying type, and I wanted to choose a different starter this time. So, yeah, that was... Oh, there's a Pichu there.
Oh, shit.
I've been having trouble getting that one to spawn in my actual pile.
I've been having trouble getting it to stay.
Oh, this is an easy one to get to stay. You just have to, like, toss the berry. It goes.
But what if I need the berries later?
You get more.
There we go.
And then they eat the berry, and then you eat that, and then you eat this too.
You just pegged him. You didn't even aim. You were like, from downtown. Oh my god.
He actually stayed
neither
out.
of them did it.
All right. Well, we'll use another berry.
It's like, I just had a berry. Oh, there he goes. Get over there.
And then we'll grab it again.
We're going to complete the Pokédex just by maxing out the giving it food stat.
True. That's usually how you do it.
Let's go. Perfect. Easy.
Yeah, and number you've caught without being spotted, number caught during daylight hours. Very easy to max out Pichu. Literally only need like 1 or 2 of them.
I do like the concept that, you know, you gotta bring like a functionally an army of Wurmple with you before the professor's like, yeah, I get what this bug's all about. But you show him one Pichu and he's like, I got it. It's a Pichu. You know,
it's a Pichu. It's pretty simple. A Wurmple.
You want to see if there's
different.
like
how does this thing
gender
evolve?
differences or something? Nah, fuck it.
No, it's okay. I think we're pretty much good on that, though. Let's go back to Akari and see what we can do.
You are annihilating this dex, dude. This is incredible. So you did a flying only Nuzlocke for this?
I'm still in the middle of it, but I'm almost done with it. Yeah.
That sounds very hard. It was my experience that Pokemon in this game will screw you up no matter your level.
So, basically, because of how much time I spent in this area, I kind of just put away all of my flying types because they would go over the level cap because it's a hardcore Nuzlocke. And
Right.
since you don't have to battle, that's allowed. And because of that, I kind of just got so much grit, dust, like gravel, and all of those like stat boosting items from releasing a crap ton of Pokemon that I had like a level 6 Drifloon with 150 HP, and it kind of,
Jeez.
yeah. And that was just about all of my Pokemon. Not to mention the Move Tutor in Jubilife Village. The fact that Gyarados can get Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower, like, all in the same Pokemon. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's kind of dumb.
Oh, wait, she's teaching you how to fight a Beazle after you've, like, pegged 40 of them.
I have already, yeah. Apparently, I don't have to do it, though. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna catch it just to make her feel better about herself. She's not
What
useless.
if this is the large Beazle? See, you don't want to pass it up.
Right. I mean, if it is the large Weasel, then I am going to have the time of my life showing you what the end of that quest looks like.
Spoilers! Oh my god!
Oh my-
Literally... I'm missing out on a lot of content by hearing the guy say, "Dang, that's a big Beazle."
True. Here's a reward. Master Ball.
Yeah, like...
I mean, you could have caught that Weasel yourself there with that one.
It would be nice if it was like... the Weasel guy is like an old god toying with humanity, like, "I just wanted to see if you could do it."
True. Oh, that would be, yeah, that's literally Arceus in human form. I just wanted to see if you could catch a big Weasel.
"Arceus, why did you send me back in time?" "So there's this man with a large Weasel fetish. He needs a big one. I purposely created Weasels to all be under 2'7" as punishment for him. This man has done unfathomable sins against Pokekind. This is his hell."
Well, he's clearly looking for a Weasel. Has he done this to other water-type Pokemon? Maybe one of the Gen 1 variety.
Yeah, like Tentacool. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, totally. All right, I think I'm just gonna go talk to Akari and tell her to go the hell back home.
I like that the character you don't select is your friend in this, and they say things. It's enjoyable.
And they say things. I love how that, like, the generic compliment is.
Rather than, like, the absentee rival.
Right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you have enough of those.
Deforesting this.
Oh yeah, you can throw out multiple Pokemon at once. It's great.
Here's your reward for keeping up with me. It's like, I've completed the Pokédex.
Oh,
there
there's the crafting
there it is. This did irk me.
Oh, you can actually craft stuff in your own inventory. I didn't have to go back all of those times. Man, I should have read something. Reading's hard for Yu-Gi-Oh players. Did you know that?
No, I actually found this kind of weird that they introduced the concept of crafting and then they're like, "Okay, none of that matters. You could just do it from your inventory."
Yeah,
like
I didn't
15 minutes later.
That is hilarious.
But I guess it only works if you read, yeah.
So we're just going to talk to Professor Laventon, see if we get the first star, and I think we're going to be on our way to
I think you're going to get the first star.
I'd hope so.
Let me check your research tasks. Holy
Have you
hell.
done enough tasks? Wow, you've beat up all the sus imposters. I hate that we laugh at that.
I am
all right, we got it.
Expecting star 1.
Yep, we got it by a long shot. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, because my camera is going to shut off in 25 seconds, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We're going to have MBT's channel in the description as well as my own. So, make sure to go subscribe to both of us. Any last thoughts? You got 10 seconds.
All right, so I don't do this often, but I will reveal the secret to life and happiness. The secret is... All right, there you go. That's the end of the video.